Hello, you guys. How are you doing? I am doing fantastic. It was such an amazing weekend. I had so much fun with family and friends, but it's the week, so it's been a bit chaotic, very dysfunctional in a way, and that is what today's video is going to be all about, is dysfunction and how God redeems our mistakes and dysfunctional lifestyles. Have you ever felt like a mistake was too big to be forgiven? I want you to know personally that no mistake is too big or too small for God to forgive and redeem. We all live a dysfunctional lifestyle. Our society is dysfunctional because it is not the way that God intended us to live. If you go back to Genesis, the story of Adam and Eve, you see that Adam and Eve lived in harmony, peace. Nothing bad happened. That is how God intended our lives to be. And it wasn't until the temptation of the enemy that dysfunction came into society. We live, everything's dysfunctional, and I feel like we need to be aware of that, know that there's chaos. There's going to be times that we slip up. There's going to be times that we make mistakes. But know that no mistake is too big for God to handle. I want you to really focus and sink that in. And not just have that thought up here, but believe it with your heart. It changes your life. In college, I made a huge mistake and I misused social media as young teenagers do. And I had a lot of friends. Family, and I did apologize and everything, but I felt like I'm never going to be forgiven. That people are going to say they forgive me, but truly not forgive me. And it took a while, but God met me in the darkness and mainly said, your mistakes have been forgiven. I have redeemed you. So move on from that dysfunction, from that mistake. And a lot of us just fight God, but allow God's grace to come upon you, because He wants to redeem you. He has redeemed you, but we need to accept His grace, accept that He redeems us. God just wants our heart. He doesn't really care about what we did in the past. He wants to have a relationship with you and me. He's looking at our hearts. He wants our hearts. So many times we have trouble forgiving ourselves because of our past mistakes. If God can forgive you, give yourself grace. God's already redeemed you. God is like, I forgive you. Now you need to forgive yourself. That is something that so many people have trouble with, including me. I know God has forgiven me, but the enemy just keeps on saying, oh, but you messed up. You did this, you did that. You broke a friendship, you broke a bridge. The enemy is going to continue to tell you that. So you don't forgive yourself, which leads into you believing that you haven't been redeemed. Life is dysfunctional. Know that for a fact. But know that God redeems dysfunction. God wants to be with you. He's forgiven you. He's redeemed your life time and time and time again. It is time for you to believe that He redeemed you, that He believe that He forgave you. And then forgive yourself. That is the most important thing. I want you guys to really meditate on that. Think about any grudges, any baggage that you are holding on to from the past, and think, why have I not forgiven myself for these actions? God's already forgiven you. Why is it taking you so long to forgive yourself? Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, share any of the videos with friends and family. And we are just a community spreading God's love, spreading God's word, and just living a daily life, trying to survive this crazy dysfunctional life we live, but an amazing life. Stay happy, stay strong. See you guys tomorrow.